Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
He's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. The ball's gone astray. Goes for goal!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. So we're still where we started right now. Looking to play him in. Xavi Alonso. Now this could be a chance.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cannavaro cuts it out. And he cuts out the supply. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Pretty robust defending.
It's run loose here. And this is Raul. Deftly away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Timber. For Xavi Alonso. Looking for options for movement. Van Basten! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Raul. Timber. Ball's gone out of play. Cannavaro. Mateus. Over to the left. Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. And smartly reclaimed. Now that looks a decent ball. That is ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Van der Ven. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's with the keeper. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And no, he's seen through all of that. Marquinhos kept aware and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Pauleras, number 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And that is out of play. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Van Basten. De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. And he's quick to snatch it. Real chance! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's a key interception. Mateus. De Bruyne. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. He can get that clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well timed, excellent interception. Van der Ven. Khan gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And he was quick to react. Mateus. Cafu gets it away. Xavi Alonso.
There will be 3
Paris
minutes
Saint-Germain
added time.
couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he skips past his man. That's that, the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Khan reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Mateus. Some really good ball movement. Tries to thread one through. Looking for options for movement. And it's made its way to... And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Doué. Cafu. Cross needs to be good. And he thumps it clear. Oh, important interception. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. Great chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's there to get it away. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Mateus. Hazard. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks... Oh, shooting chance! Rijkaard. Now it's Lewandowski. Here's Nagatomo.
There will be
And it's
1
Doué.
minute added time.
He is just correct. Doué! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Do it.
And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's really well cleared. Doué tries to play it through. Oh, that's neat. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he can clear it away.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to...
Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
He's having a good look here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Just too high. Roberto Carlos is there to clear. Hazard. And Mateus. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, there's the clearance. Nagatomo. Rijkaard. And it's Azar. Now it's Lewandowski. Goes for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Gerrard coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
It's a wow moment. Now, that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Showing great feet there. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Lewandowski. That has been slung wide. Can he finish? And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! Mateus. Chance for a shot! Bebeto clears. Cafu. Gerrard. Threads one in. Adams spots it and intercepts.
4 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on, 4 minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that has been clubbed away. Gerrard. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a
And now-
distinct...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolute.
He's having a shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. But it's ended up in no man's land. Donadoni. Liverpool finding their passes. Van Basten. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. That'll be a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence. Might be danger here. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be...
Big chance! One-on-one!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Donadoni. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Nagatomo is there to clear. Played out to the right. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi Alonso. Knocks it into space. David Villa is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, what a climb! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Van Basten. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be reminded
That's been a
that
decent
drinking is
45
only
minutes.
allowed in the
Competitive,
area
certainly,
restrictions.
and a
Thank
goal
you very
each.
much for your cooperation. Substitution.
Here's the whistle then to start the second half. Messi. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see...
Goal! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Yamal. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Cafu. Yamal. The pressing's intense, and it's played... Massaro! David Villa receives it in a good position here. And that was very necessary. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He won't be happy with that one. Donadoni. That's really well cleared. It's run loose here. Oh, can he get onto this? Donadoni. Out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. Bullish header! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played out to the left flank. And he thumps it clear. Distributed tidily. And it's Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. Cafu in acres of space out wide. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Messi. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution in progress.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. He rises! Against the crossbar!
Minutes has been indicated.
And he's gone looking for safety. Odo is looking to influence the game from out wide. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
Children's announcement.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. No, it's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Van Basten. Doué. Van Basten has a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through, so back it... It's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. Looking for options for movement. Totti! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Spread out to the left. Out to the left it goes. That has been cut short. Plays a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Totti. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Plays the return pass. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Aimed beyond the defence. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
From today's match is now on sale in the Stadium Hall. Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 14. Number 18.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 12.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Doku. Number 13. Mazzaro. Substitution.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's found a way past. And this is Messi. Oh, and Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Plays it through. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 24, Desiree Doué. Coming on
And
to
he's being
replace him
shifted off
is
it.
Number 8, Gerard.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's a nicely shaped ball. Vinicius Junior! No mistake! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Piercing, piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's picked his way through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 55, Nagatomo.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Number 27.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
And somehow it stayed out. Cafu. Cafu. Now that looks a decent ball. He's on it. Can he get away?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's an excellent interception. 4 added minutes on the board. Rijkaard. Massaro. Searching pass he's played there.
They're avoiding the blatantly...
And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And a quick reminder today.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, great scorer of goals, and of course a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
Cruyff with the clearance. And that is out of play. Looking for options for movement. Doué. And here's Van Basten.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And that has been cleared. Doué! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Doué. Still goalless at the moment. Roberto. And that's a throw-in. He's got away. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pinches it off him. Van Basten. Can he get it through? Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And this is Batistuta. Cruyff. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. Throw in. And that should get the job done. Out of play for a throw. Rijkaard. Doku. Out to the right.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Doué. No way through. Koundé. And that's a good ball. It's Van Basten! And for a moment, time stood still. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably...
There's the shot! It's in!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Basten! Cleared away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now they can clear their lines. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an error. Goes for the shot! Well, there's the clearance. It's a throw-in.
Substitution.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And reclaimed it in a trice. And they've got rid. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he was quick to react. Bastoni clears. And it's Van Basten. And he's had it nicked away. But that has not gone well. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Pickford, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. And he's taking no chances there. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply.
There will be 3 minutes added
Paris
time.
Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That is ended up in no man's land. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And a quick reminder today.
Your final
to
thoughts,
please
Jim?
take all
Look,
the
I think a
other
draw
bins
might have been a
located
much
by the
fairer
entrance
result
gates.
today.
Thank
It's
you
just that
very
one
much for your
crucial second half
cooperation.
goal. That's what cost them.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.